Man, how you guys doing? This is the Craig Lawrence Experience. Today, we are going to be discussing the movie that finally came out. I hope you guys had a fantastic Halloween and got all nice and scared, because I got scared because last Sunday on Halloween I went to go watch Antlers first thing in the morning. That was the first thing I did. Before all the scared festivities went on, I went first thing to see Antlers, and man, I'm so glad I went. It was fantastic. I mean, remember, this movie was supposed to be out last year in April of 2020, right? This was supposed to be a 420 film, and it was not. So I was very disappointed at the time because I wanted to watch it and be like, woo! But now I had to watch it on Halloween, which was actually kind of cool. It was way better because the movie was great, all right? So Antlers is by what's the guy's name? Scott Cooper and Guillermo del Toro. And man, the creature design and everything, the plot, the pacing of the movie, everything was fantastic. Everything was great. I really suggest you watch it. It follows the spirit of the Wendigo, which is cool because it's not like a demon or like random ghosts and stuff like paranormal movies have been. It's like, another race's folklore. It's awesome. And the story of how the kid has to deal with this creature is just amazing. It's very emotional. I mean, it kind of gives me a Brightburn feel, because Brightburn was the whole like what if Superman was evil origin story, and you kind of felt for him because you're supposed to, but the characters obviously know something's up. So like this movie was the same way. And the teacher that is supposed to be helping out this kid, she's kind of like, I don't know how to, like, she's dealing with her own shit and she won't even ask for help. So why would he ask for help? It's kind of, the themes kind of were a little muddy, but overall it was great. It was a great film. There was like one part that I didn't really like, where this principal goes into their house and like dies. And I was like, damn it, why? It was just so like, why are you doing that? Like, you walked in there, the last person that walked in there was like, nah, I ain't gonna step no further. And you have way more authority over that person, and you're just gonna walk on in there and then just assume that you're like Superwoman. I don't know, but that was a little weird. And then at the end, of course, like, I don't know, the climactic battle was a little like lackluster because the creature was so fast throughout the film that at the end he was just kind of like slow, like, what's up, this is my final form. Yeah, throughout the whole movie I've been all skittish and shit, but at the very end, this is me. I'm actually very chill. So I was like, I guess. Jesse Plemons, the actor that played like the teacher's brother, he was a cool actor, and he gets like totally fucked up later, but he survives kind of. But he totally looks like a chunky Matt Damon, like a fat Damon. It was so funny. I felt bad, but that was what I was thinking as I was looking at him. I was like, this is totally like a chunky fat Damon from Matt Damon. But yeah, overall it was great. Like I said, the pacing was really good. Most of the deaths were pretty solid, except, I mean, I'll say there weren't that many, but the way most of them happened were cool for the most part. But like I said, at the end, he just kind of like stared at the main character, the hero of the movie. He like stared at her, and then she was like, "I'm gonna kill you." And it was like, she ain't never done this before. She's never. I mean, I guess she's grappling with like her inner demons, but this is a carnivorous Native American spirit you're like going up against, just like taking it down like nobody's business. But hey, honestly, I could care less. This movie was better than Malignant. It was better than The Night House by far, but it was definitely better than Malignant, because Malignant could have been good, but the ending whole like Matrix twist was just too much. I was like, I can't, that's not for me. But this movie, I would definitely say go out, watch it. I jumped a couple times for sure. I mean, I wasn't expecting it, but I was like, oh my god, it was just so great. And then I will say, I mean, I pretty much like gave you little tidbits of the movie, but in the trailer they show like the bolted door and stuff, and you're assuming that this kid maybe did it, right? My assumption was like, man, this kid's gonna fucking like Home Alone style his house to like trap this creature or whatever. But it was the complete opposite, and I love that. It was actually the dad that, when before he got infected with this thing that was turning him into this creature, he actually tried to barricade himself into this room. He's the one that put the locks on and told his kids, do not let me out of this room. Whatever happens, do not let me out. And it's great because it's implied throughout the story it's implied in the story that he's kind of like a deadbeat dad. And I mean, he kind of is. He's like making meth and shit, but he like loves his kids, and with the teacher, she went through some stuff, and it turns out she was like molested by her father and stuff. So that's why she has like all these like deep rooted issues, and she tries to connect with the kid, the main kid of the movie, Lucas, who's the one that you see in the trailer and everything, and she's trying to like find out what's wrong because she's going through stuff. But at the same time, it's like, girl, your own brother, Fat Damon, they have like horrible communication between each other. So it's like, you won't even get help from your own brother. Why would this kid ask for help from you? Like, you don't even understand what's going on. And then later when she finds out, all hell breaks loose. But yeah, check it out. Antlers. It was fantastic. I loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. It was great. Those 2 parts were a little hiccupy, but other than that, as a whole, the movie was solid. It was so solid. And unfortunately, though, I would have to say my favorite movie of the year has got to be Last Night in Soho. So, I would definitely say this is hard runner-up for second. But The French Dispatch is out, Wes Anderson, so we'll see where that lands, because that's the next one we're going to watch. So we'll see. But yeah, again, this has been the Craig Lawrence Experience. Thank you so much for watching. Go check out Antlers. It's in theaters now, and I guarantee you'll enjoy it.
So essentially, this is why I had compared this film to Brightburn, because both films involve a young boy drawing just, demented, just horrific shit. But I guess it's very interesting because, in Antlers, the kid is drawing, I guess his visualization or his dreams of what his dad is becoming. Whereas in Brightburn, he somehow just sees himself as this anti-Superman character, just lasering people's and like shooting glass in people's eyes and lasering fools down. But it's just interesting because it's like, I guess he just had no other option or no other ideas to draw. He just was like, yep, I'm going to look like this. I'm just going to put this cape on and cover my face, and that's me and my persona. At least in Antlers, he was drawing, what he was kind of seeing and what he was probably fucking having nightmares about or whatever. So I feel like it held more gravity and emotion in Antlers, but still, essentially, both these films kept that in their plot. So, it is kind of interesting.